Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm so excited for today's video. It is gonna be something totally different and out of the norm, but I think it's gonna be super fun. So I am hosting Christmas Eve. We are hosting Matt's whole side of the family here at our house for Christmas Eve, and I'm gonna be sharing with you guys the whole process of planning out and prepping and just everything that we need to basically throw this Christmas Eve party. I'm gonna be sharing it with you guys. My friend Erin actually gave me this idea. If you guys don't follow her channel, I'm sure you do. Her channel is Erin Williams. She gave me this idea and I thought it was genius. So we are just about a week out from Christmas Eve right now, and I am in like the early stages. Maybe I should have started this sooner, I don't know. I think I have plenty of time. Early stages of planning. I'm figuring out all of the food that we need and alcohol and everything basically to get our house all ready to host everyone. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be walking you guys through everything that I'm doing to plan and prep for this party in this video. And then if you wanna see how it all comes out, I'm going to be sharing on my Instagram stories on Christmas Eve, like before the party starts, how everything turned out, how I set everything up and like all the food and everything like that. I'm gonna do as best as I can to capture everything just so that you can see like the final result of all of the planning. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's just at Becca Bristow so that you can see kind of the final product. Okay, so the very first thing I'm doing is I've got old-fashioned pen and paper. This is how I do things. And I'm gonna be figuring out all of the food. So we have a lot of super generous family members that are all bringing food, which is super helpful. So the first thing I'm doing is just jotting down everything that other people are bringing so that I can see like where the gaps are and figure out like the menu, I guess, like all of the food that I will be serving. Okay, so I just went through and wrote everything down. So we have stuffed mushrooms, antipasta, crab dip, shrimp, kielbasa. Matt's family is really Polish. If you know what kielbasa is, I'm not a fan. Most people aren't, I feel like. And something called a beehive, which is so good. It's like this big goat cheese and honey. It looks like a beehive, but it's like this cheese structure. It's delicious. Anyway, so those are all the apps that people are, you know, different people are bringing. And then for our actual meal, we just have a few sides. We have macaroni salad, potato salad, and green beans coming. So I need to figure out all the rest of that. That's like the bulk. And then desserts, I'm definitely obviously gonna have desserts. Someone is bringing brownies, and then I'm gonna figure everything else out. Another thing to consider is if anyone you're hosting has food allergies, which I know is like, makes everything way more complicated. But it's really hard when you have food allergies to navigate eating, especially at the holidays. So if you know of someone who is coming that does have food allergies, it is really nice to at least have something that you know that is totally safe for them to eat. They'll really appreciate it. They also might bring their own food. But Matt's side of the family has a lot of people who are on gluten-free diets, and I'm talking like celiac, like cannot have gluten. So I need to definitely be really careful that I'm preparing and you know, offering gluten-free foods and then preparing all of the food in a way that is not going to be, you know, cross-contaminating it. So that's just something to think about. Okay, and then my next step, because you guys, I am not a professional. In fact, this is the first time I've ever like, I feel like truly hosted at my house. Like we had Hayden's first birthday party here, which was kind of small and like, I don't know, just felt like no big deal in comparison to this. And in our old house, we like rarely hosted at all. So I'm super new to this and totally winging it. So what I do when I'm totally winging it is I go to Pinterest for ideas. So I'm literally looking up like holiday menu food ideas. I have an idea of what I want to do, but like I need some ideas. And I'm trying really hard not to get sidetracked because there are things like holiday cookie charcuterie boards, which is super unnecessary, but of course now I'm like getting excited and I want to do that instead of having anyone else. So I'm literally just perusing through holiday. I searched holiday party menu and we're gonna come up with the menu here. Okay, so I just went through and figured everything out. This video is actually really good because it's forcing me to like get this done right now. So what I did was I added all of the things that I'm gonna be making, serving, purchasing, whatever. And I underlined everything that I'm responsible for just to keep it really easy for myself so I can at a glance see everything that I need to get. So for the appetizers, we're almost completely covered because there's so much being brought. I am gonna make a cheese board though. Who doesn't love a little, more like a charcuterie board, I guess, because who doesn't love that? And I also got this like really gorgeous cheese board as a gift this year, so I wanna use it. So, okay, moving on to the actual meal. So it's Christmas, So we are gonna be doing filet. I know that you can get it from Costco at a pretty decent price, and I think I'm gonna be buying literally everything from Costco. Love Costco. So we're gonna be doing filet. Like I said, we have macaroni salad, potato salad, and green beans coming. And in addition to that, I'm gonna serve, I think like, there's like these honey carrots. It sounded really good and it just seemed pretty easy. I'm also going to make these like pepperoni pizza sliders, which is like not fancy and doesn't go with filet, but they are so good. Well, actually I shouldn't say they're so good. I didn't actually have any, but Matt had them and he raved about them and was like, can you make those on Christmas Eve? I made them for Hayden's birthday party, and they're just more like a finger food, but I'm just including it in the meal because they're kind of like a crowd pleaser. Anyway, so there are these pepperoni sliders, and then I'm also getting salad from Costco. They have the best like bagged up chopped salads that are like ready to go. You just throw everything together. They're delicious. Taylor Farms is the brand. I buy them and eat them for myself. And they're organic too, which is awesome. But they're so good for entertaining because it's like, they're delicious and they're so fresh and you just literally throw it together. It's so easy. So I'm probably gonna pick up 2 of those. And so we're gonna have salad, filet, all kinds of different sides that are veggies and carbs. I'll probably just get some rolls too to throw out. And I think that's gonna be it for the meal. And then for dessert, so someone is bringing gluten-free brownies. And then I'm gonna make gluten-free, they're my pumpkin magic bars. I haven't made them in so long, but there's a post on my blog that has them. I will try and link all recipes that I use down below, whether they're my own or just like other blogs that I'm using. I'll link everything that I followed down below for you guys. I'm also gonna be making some kind of gluten-free cookie, like a Christmas cookie. I think I might just make like peanut butter cookies because they're so stinking easy, but we'll see. But definitely a gluten-free option. And then I think I'm just gonna pick up like a pie from Costco, maybe like an apple pie, which will not be gluten-free, but all the other options will be, so I think that's pretty good. So that's everything for food. Like I said, I underlined everything that I'm responsible for, and the next thing I need to do, which I'm probably not even gonna do today, I'll do that next time you guys see me, and that is go through and make the grocery list that we actually need to put all of this stuff together from Costco. I think it's gonna be pretty simple. I'm trying to keep it easy for myself because I tend to go overboard and it's just like way too overwhelming. So I'm trying to keep it simple. I think I can handle this. And then another thing I'm doing while I'm going along on the back here, I have another list. I'm quite the list maker. I have just a few things that we need to either borrow from family members or pick up. I need to get like some cardstock just to make little mini signs to designate what's gluten-free and what's not. Tablecloth, and we're gonna borrow a table just to put out all the like alcohol and drinks. We need some cups. I need more cheese knives for my cheese board, and we're probably just gonna buy a really big cooler and then probably borrow some others from family members. Good morning, you guys. Okay, so it's been a couple days. It's really early in the morning right now, which is why I'm being kind of quiet, but I am sitting down to put our grocery list together for the party. So I have my trusty list here, which since the last time I vlogged this, I think the only change is I've got one more dessert coming, so I might skip out on like buying a pie. That's the only real change. And then someone else is bringing a soup as well. So those are the only changes to the menu. We're gonna have crab soup, and then I don't know what the dessert's gonna be, but I know it's gonna be gluten-free. And then yesterday I bought a bunch of stuff on Amazon, things that I needed. Like I made that list here, like cheese knives and tablecloth and whatever. So that should be here tomorrow, and I can share with you guys like what I picked up. But now I'm just gonna be going through and writing out everything I need on this list. And we're gonna go to Costco today, and I'm planning on picking up, I think, everything at Costco. There might be a couple things I can't get that I'll have to run to like the regular grocery store today as well. But I think we're gonna be pretty set with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my list now. Okay guys, so lists are made, plural, because as I was going through, there's a lot of things I don't need bulk of that I'm buying. So there is going to be a separate trip to my local grocery store to pick up mainly stuff to make the desserts. I just don't need bulk of a lot of these things. So next time you see me, we will be headed to Costco because we were planning on going early this morning, right when it opens, to hopefully beat the crowds. And then I'll be sharing everything that we bought. Hi you guys. Okay, so we just got to Costco. It literally just opened and the parking lot is completely full. So this should be fun. We're gonna brave the crowds, but we gotta go get all of our stuff. Hey you guys, okay, so we are back from Costco. We did not even attempt to take out the camera in Costco because it was actually a madhouse. The parking lot was a good indication. It was like, I mean, it's a few days before Christmas, so it's to be expected, but I've never seen it that crazy. Anyway, so back from Costco, so I'm gonna share everything that we got. I also did run to the grocery store as well, so I'm just gonna show you in one big shot everything that we picked up. And it feels so good to have all the food already purchased. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna start with everything from Costco. So this is the famous Costco salad. Really good for entertaining because you can just throw it all together, but do yourself a favor and just go get this for yourself, like for lunch. Oh my God, it's so good. I actually just showed this in my latest What I Ate in a Day video. I like to add avocado. It's so good. So I picked up 2 of those. One of these will make like one big salad bowl, but I got another one just in case that goes quick and then I need to refill it. So yeah, salad. These are the rolls that I used to make those like pepperoni sliders I was talking about, which you can Pinterest, there's like a bunch of different recipes, but I just do these with pepperoni, mozzarella cheese, and pizza sauce. Not pizza sauce, what am I talking about? Marinara sauce. And just bake them in the oven. Okay, we got peanut butter because I'm gonna make peanut butter cookies, gluten-free ones for one of our desserts. Maple syrup because something I'm making calls for this. I don't remember. I think for the carrots, I'm gonna do maple syrup instead of honey on them, or maybe I can't remember. Okay. This is for the pepperoni sliders. These are already sliced up, which is so easy. And then I'm gonna be doing a charcuterie board, like I said. So I picked up these are 2 or 3 different types of like salami, and I'll be slicing those up. Costco has really great options if you're making like a big charcuterie or cheese board. This is also from Costco. I love this. I actually got this recently for when we had people over for Hayden's party, and it was like the perfect, so easy. These are actually pre-sliced too, so I'm just gonna be kind of like stacking those on the cheese board with these, and then I also got grapes, I'll show you, and then these crackers. These are just my favorite crackers that I eat all the time anyway, but I wanted to make sure that I got gluten-free ones so that, you know, everyone can enjoy the charcuterie board. And these are delicious. They're my favorite crackers ever. Like non-gluten, gluten, they're just my favorite. They're so good. Okay, so this is the Mac Daddy big ticket item. Can we take a minute to look at this price? Holy crap. Okay, so I mean, it's gonna feed a lot of people, and this is like the main deal, the big ticket item. So it's just, it's filet, but technically it's, if you're looking for it, it's beef loin tenderloin. This is what my sister-in-law said that they've gotten in years past to make. So this is gonna be fun to cook. I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to look that up, but I'm sure it will be delicious. So that's the steak. Tons of carrots. I don't think I'll necessarily even use all of these, but we'll eat them. And I'm gonna be making like a carrot, like either honey or maple syrup on them, kind of like a side dish. And then back here, I actually already had these, but I pulled them out because these are from Costco too. I am gonna have these crackers out as well, because I think there's gonna be some dips coming. I can't remember, maybe. But then I'm also just gonna have these next to the charcuterie board in case people don't want the gluten-free crackers. I had already purchased those, but I figured I would share those. Okay, so that is, just looking, yeah, that's everything. Oh wait, no, one more thing. From Costco, I picked up these tomato sauces. This was like a really good, I think it was $6 for the 4 of these. They're organic. And I'm gonna be using these for the pepperoni sliders, but we also just use tomato sauce all the time anyway, so that's just for us too. We obviously don't need that much for those. Okay, now moving on to local grocery store. So pepperoni for the sliders, grapes for the charcuterie board, olives for the charcuterie board, and then I think the rest is pretty much for me to just make my pumpkin magic bars. So we have walnuts, which are like 7-layer bars, same name, or same thing. Walnuts, chocolate chip cookies, or chocolate chips, oh my god, you guys, I'm losing it. Chocolate chips, full fat coconut milk, some coconut flakes, brown sugar, I don't remember why I bought this. maybe for the, oh, this is for the peanut butter cookies. And then I got gluten-free graham crackers so that the magic bars are gluten-free because this is what you use graham crackers for the crust. So that is everything that I picked up and we're in good shape. Hey guys, okay, so we are officially 2 days out. I'm in the kitchen right now. I just started working on making the couple of desserts that I'm making for the party. We've got pumpkin magic bars, which I'm making a gluten-free version, and then I'm also gonna make some peanut butter cookies. Currently got Christmas music playing. I've got a really, really good diffuser blend going, and I'm like totally getting in the spirit. I'm ready to knock out this baking, and I'm really excited. Okay guys, so baking is all done. Got my 2 baked goods over there. So the only other thing I really need to do is I want to just quickly jot down like a rough, not schedule, but just like list of things I need to do on the day of, and then especially like the couple of things that are going in the oven. I just need to determine what the temperatures are and like how long, so I know how I need to use the oven on the day of. So I'm gonna go through and just like write all that out and then I'll share it with you. Okay guys, so you remember my little cheat sheet. This is everything, all the food that we're having, and underline is everything that I'm doing. Okay, so down here I made myself like a little list, of course. So I have stuff that I'm cooking on the day of and then stuff that just needs assembling. So I wrote out the beef tenderloin needs to be cooked at 450 for about 30 minutes, and the prep time, it has to sit out for a while, and then it has to be like trimmed and tied up with twine and all that. So I'm guessing it's gonna be about an hour. The pepperoni sliders I'm making 350 for 25 minutes. Prep time is a lot shorter. And then the carrots I'm making, I'm just throwing in the crock pot. The recipe I found is not for the crock pot, but I'm just gonna cook them in there for about 3 hours on high and just kind of see how that goes. So that's everything I need to cook, so that just helps me get a visual of like all the things that need to get done and how long they're gonna take. And then for just assembling, I just need to put together the cheese board, but everything else, like everything's cut up and ready to go. Salad, the Costco salads, I just have to toss together. And then for the desserts, I'm just going to like literally assemble them like and make them look cute like on a plate or tray or whatever. So now I'm all set. This is my day of plan. So I kind of feel like I'm in pretty good shape, you guys. Christmas Eve is obviously gonna be a little crazy, like actually cooking all this stuff and assembling it and getting it together and just having the house be ready. And the only other major thing we have to do is like really clean the house. Doing like a bunch of laundry today, like all of our hand towels and stuff. But Matt is honestly probably gonna do majority of the cleaning for me. And we're probably not gonna do that until tomorrow so that the house is nice and clean for the next day, which is Christmas Eve. The only other thing I want to share with you guys is that Amazon package did come in and I picked up a couple of things that I needed, so I'll just quickly show you that, and I'll also like link everything down below. Okay, so Amazon stuff I grabbed. I just got this little pack of like cheese knives. They're just like really basic with like little cork handles. For the cheese board, I don't have anything like that. All I have are like butter knives and like steak knives and knives to cook with, so I needed that. Also got a meat thermometer or just a food thermometer because ours is broken and like won't turn on. And we need this for cooking the filet because you want to make sure that you're really cooking it to the right temperature so that you don't overcook it. Okay, so next is just some paper plates. I'm doing paper plates and plastic utensils. I don't know if that's super lame, but I'm just owning it. That's what we're doing. So we got a bunch of these. I already have some like leftover ones from Hayden's party, so we have a lot of those now. And then speaking of leftover from Hayden's party, I picked up more of this like gold, it's plastic, but it's gold silverware. I just like that it's gold. I think that it's cute. And this is probably not enough, but we have a ton left over from Hayden's party, so that should be plenty. And then the last thing that I grabbed is just a red tablecloth. We need this because we're setting up a table for the drinks, which I feel like I haven't talked about alcohol, honestly, because I haven't even really thought about it. So Matt's probably gonna go pick that up tomorrow, but we're just gonna do a bunch of wine. We're gonna do red wine and white wine, a bunch of beer, and then my sister-in-law is making like a signature drink. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's gonna be delicious, and that's exciting. And I have like a cute little drink dispenser that we're gonna set up for the signature drink, whatever that is. But that is pretty much it for alcohol, and we're gonna be setting up a table, and it's just like a, you know, folding table, so I needed like a tablecloth, and I'll try and decorate it cute, like, and make it Christmassy. But that's it. That's everything we got from Amazon, and honestly, I think that's kind of like it for the prepping and the planning of this whole shebang. So I feel like that's kind of it for this video. I do feel like I'm like leaving you hanging because I'm not showing you the actual like Christmas Eve, but when I asked you guys on Instagram, most of you said you wanted the video out before Christmas Eve, so that's what we're doing. But like I said, I'm gonna be sharing on Instagram on my stories like the final product, so I'll give you guys like a little mini tour, like a peek of the party, like all the food and the setup and the drinks and everything, so you can actually see how like all of this turned out and all of the what all the prepping and planning was for. You can kind of see the final end result. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I actually loved making this. This was really fun to kind of share the whole process because I love to get like all organized and do this kind of stuff. So I hope you found this entertaining, maybe even found it helpful, maybe picked up a tip or two. But that's all I have. I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas Eve and Christmas and whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope that it's amazing, and also just Happy New Year, guys, because it's almost 2020, which is crazy. Thank you so much for watching my videos this year and all of the past years. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I hope you guys have the happiest holidays, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.